Hi, I'm Dr. Susanna Bozzoni, and today, this is number 2 of 4 in our series on anxiety. And we're going to talk about sleep and anxiety and the interplay between the two. Because it's like the chicken and the egg, right? I've got anxiety, so I can't sleep. But did you know that if you don't sleep well, your brain and your prefrontal cortex actually can't shut down your anxiety response? Ooh, that's not good, right? So what's happening is that you're more likely to be anxious if you don't sleep. In fact, one study showed 30% more anxious after a night of insufficient sleep. But the great news is that if we get deep sleep, it's like a natural anxiolytic. It's calming, right? So deep non-REM sleep is calming on our brain and soothing for our mental health. The problem is that so many of us that have anxiety can't or feel like we can't sleep well. Number one, we got to look at our relationship with that. Am I calling myself a bad sleeper? I've heard this a lot. So redirect that right now. Your identity is coming from a person that is a good sleeper, and tell yourself that till you believe it. But what can you do to realize that identity as a good sleeper that's just been struggling for maybe a while? Okay, so you start to, first off, schedule in enough time for sufficient sleep. And you might not even know what that is for you, but 99% of people need 7 to 9 hours. In fact, 8.5 is probably about median for most people. So that's not weakness, that's power, because you know the difference of how you feel in your workday, with your family, with your loved ones, with the people that you love the most. How do you treat them if you haven't slept well versus if you have? How is your creativity? How is your engagement with your universe on a bad night's sleep? It is not optimal. So realizing and beginning to grow to understand how much sleep you truly need is perhaps a step towards your superpowerdom. And then schedule that in, and then use your light to help you. First thing in the morning, get bright light outside, even if it's raining. Get outside, even 5 minutes, whatever you can do. And then at dinner time, which is hopefully about 3 hours before your scheduled bedtime, dim the lights, cut them in half, make the sun set in your house so that nature is informing your brain as to what it's supposed to be doing. So be calming with orange or red spectrum lights, not bright lights, and certainly not blue light. Yes, I know I have this trouble myself. Our whole life is on the screen today, but we've got to shut it off before bed. We've got to shut it off. It's the strongest impeder of our melatonin, which is that kicking off of the sleep cycle. And doesn't matter how great your blue blockers are, this is not serving you. So find a wind down hour, be true to yourself, and recognize your power by soothing yourself with dimming light, and get some kind of wonderful wind down hour you can look forward to. One thing that is amazing for a lot of people that struggle with anxiety is a worry journal. So writing down your to-do list, writing down the worries, the things that come to your head in the middle of the night that seem impossible to shut off. If you can put them in that journal and close with maybe 3 notes of gratitude. I'm grateful for the trees. I am grateful for it. Doesn't have to be deep, right? But get that stuff off. Then when they come up, you know you've already done that. I have already worried about you. I'm done with you, and you can move on. So I hope that helps you to recognize your necessary step of gaining better sleep on your way to a calmer soul. Have a great day.